intelligence help with the growth in terms of economic growth for that region or that community?
Well, in all communities, not just in Stratford, but the fact is that the information economy or knowledge economy is really the direction of the future, and many places have lost industry, many of them to lower cost locations in Asia and elsewhere. They are not going to have the same level of manufacturing as they used to have. So they're looking at different ways of having prosperity in their community be achieved. And having an intelligent community focus provides that community with a new direction. A strategic planning exercise usually happens as a result, a visioning process. They may all be different, but they at least move forward in a way that helps to bring the community together. They collaborate, they look at technology in a completely different way, and as a result, you find that a lot of these intelligent communities are differentiated. Some of them are focused on biotech or maybe defense or security. Some are digital media focused. Others may in fact be related to the arts and creativity or education. Virtually none of them are the same. But they all have one key focus, and that is the prosperity of their community and the ability of that community to pull together and be very smart about how they are able to move forward.
On the personal level, how should one adapt to the broadband economy?
Well, I think everybody is able to adapt to the broadband economy because it's, for the kids particularly, it's most enjoyable. They've been able to benefit from gaming and animation and so forth. And a lot of people think that that's just a waste of time, but in fact, gaming is a cluster that is of the future. When you think about gaming technologies and the way in which people use gaming, it's my understanding that some of the most difficult questions in society and in science are actually solved through the gaming process. We have different points of view, different ways of thinking when you think about gaming technologies. And that's an extreme. On the other hand, you've just got basic information technology applications that we now use every day. And those applications, whether it's somebody using their iPad to just communicate, basically to people utilizing these applications for their companies or for education or what have you, we're involved with it every day, and it's now transforming the way in which we do business, the way in which we are educated, the way in which we live at home and play and everything else. So we benefit from technology in ways that most people don't even think. And those people who actually apply these intelligent community principles to it are benefiting personally because they're able to adapt much quicker. They're able to recognize future opportunities, and for those people who are looking to transform the way in which they do business or transform the way in which they live in their communities, they're benefiting from these sorts of applications every day.
I think to pull all parts of society to come together, the government, the business, universities, as well as citizens to get on board, and then let's push ahead to become an intelligent community. It's not that easy. Are there any models of cities or communities that were successful in this?
Okay, I'll use one in each time zone. So, for instance, in terms of well, some of the examples I used today, this Waterloo, Ontario example, you've got the universities that led the application, the government that led the application, but private sector actually brought the concept to them. And they formed a collaboration and went after the program. That then transformed the community to actually create an intelligent community economic strategy. Other communities have done the same. I mentioned Chattanooga, Tennessee, Austin, Texas. All of these communities, they're collaborating by bringing what we call the P3, the public-private partnerships. Others call it the triple helix. Institutions, government, and the private sector coming together. That's about the only way that you can really manifest it and really become intelligent, by the collaboration efforts to create a different kind of culture in the community. Everybody has to transform as part of that, and it's a fairly quick transformation when you do get everybody involved. In Europe, communities like Eindhoven or places like Manchester and Glasgow, these are communities that are pulling together, and by virtue of us forcing them to write this application, it's the first step. And that's why we have a very difficult application. We not only get the data from it, but we force collaboration in order to create a sense of a community in doing it. And in Asia, we've got all of these different communities that are beginning to learn how to collaborate. As I mentioned, in Taipei, it started with government, but the private sector got involved, the universities get involved. I'm working up in Chongqing and trying to get the governments together, as well as Chongqing University and Post and Telecommunications, with private sector individuals as well. This is the way of the future. You can't do it by yourselves. It really needs a collective of all of these different elements in society to be a part of it. You have to engage everyone. If you don't have everybody engaged, they don't feel that they're part owner of it. And by having a partnership, people feel that they have accountability, but they also have a sense of ownership in the whole concept. And then they take it further into their own areas of interest.
The key to progress is to try to find a way to foster a culture of learning and cooperation among the different sectors of society. If any society can do this, then along with the help of communication technology, it will definitely become an intelligent society. See you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ